Hello everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw Snowstrike. Okay, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself, just to make sure I get everything where I want it to be. And then I can do stuff for you, because I need to make sure I have this in the right spot. That way I can make sure everything is on there and make sure I get to draw all the cool stuff, because it's a really cool design and I don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out. That's why you're here, right? Because this cool design. All right. Let's see. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to think of a good pose, too. That's the other thing, is I got to make it good. Got to make you guys happy. And I got to think of a good pose. Because if it's just, the normal standing one, meh. Anybody can do that. I'm trying to give you something a little different. A little cool. Alright. Oh yeah, there's a blade over here. Make sure you get that in there. I'm sure you're going to want to draw that. Let's see, nothing over here until the leg, then the boot. Alright. Let's see, in the face there's just the little eyeball. And a lot of detail in there, so I'll try to keep this quick, because I know there's a lot of detail in this. And we got a lot to draw. Okay. And I want to make sure we get everything in too. That's the other reason. So, okay. I think we're about done. And we can start drawing, or you can start drawing. I'm going to switch over to the sharpies, and you can actually see what I'm doing now. So I'm going to use this sharpie to do the fine detail in the face, and I'll move on to the big Sharpie in a second. So I'm going to draw the beam for eyes just straight across like that, and back down and bring it up like this. I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit, because it's going to be hard to see or hard to color in if I don't have it completely thickened up. Okay, so I'm going to draw the little kooky details here first, and then I'll do all that. So I'm going to draw a loop like this, and then another one right above it, or around it like that, and then I'm going to draw like that on both sides. And that's the crazy cuckoo details that are all over the place. And there's more, and I'm just going to do that because there's almost too much to do. So let's see, let's draw a line down like this. I'm going to draw the mask like that, and I know where it's going to stop, so that's why I'm doing that. But you're welcome to stop where you want and see what I'm doing here. So let me switch over to the big fat Sharpie, and it'll start to make more sense. So I'm going to draw the edges of the head around here. So I'm just going to, it's a poofy, whippy material. So I'm just going to start here and kind of go up like this. And just kind of bring it around and draw the face like that. Okay, so now that I know where that is, I'm going to draw the chin right there. And the material around here is like I guess like fur, So I'm going to do a little loop like that. That's going to connect where the clothes are, and then I'm just going to kind of do something like this, and we'll add more detail in a bit. But I'm just kind of doing like a fun little fur type kind of thing, and there's no rhyme or reason as to what I'm doing. But I kind of am planning it, so when I come back with the detail, I know why I did stuff like that. So that's going to come like that, and you'll see like that in a second. This is just, you don't have to add that line. This is just me just kind of noodling around to try to get some detail in. And you know what? Let's do this. I'll show you why. I'll show you exactly why I was doing it. So now that I did that, I can kind of come back and do one of these things and kind of show that it was material, like a I guess that it's fur. So I'm just going to kind of do some stuff like this just to give it my own style, just to make it look cool. And that's what you can do when you're drawing this with your friends. You do it how you do it. You don't have to do exactly how I did. This is how I draw. You draw how you draw. So now, see, it's got kind of a texture to it. It's not just an outline of lines. So now that I know that's there too, I can kind of finish up these details that are here. I can connect this all the way, connect that the rest of the way. I can do these lines because there are some color details in there like that. And I'll do a couple more like this. And then the rest will be taken care of with color. So I can continue. So I'm going to switch back over to the sharp Sharpie, or the fat Sharpie. And I'm going to draw her clothes here. So she's got like these like banner pieces going across her material here, or her jacket. So I'm going to draw that. I'm going to start at the bottom here. I'm going to go across and go up like that. Then draw the edge of it like this, connect it, and draw the other half kind of going up like this. And then connect it over there like that, okay? Then draw the corner over here like this, and we'll go ahead and do like that to connect it, okay? And there's finer detail in there, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to let color take care of that. We're just going to keep drawing the outlines of everything, okay? So let's draw her body. We're going to draw the edge of it there, and then I'm going to come back for the back of her down to her hip, and that's where her belt's going to be. So that means I can do this down to her hip too. And there, this is going to continue down like that. And there are some finer details that I'll come back and do with the sharp Sharpie. I'm just going to keep going for now. So this is her belt, so we're going to go across to connect it. And let's go ahead and do this buckle, I guess is what it is basically. So it's going to kind of come up like this, around, and then it almost got like ears like that. So to me it looks like some kind of wolf or something, but I know it's not. But the way it's got like eyes and that, it makes me think of a wolf. So I'm going to connect this right here like that, and go ahead and connect this on the other side so nothing is floating. And now that I know where that edge is, I'm going to come down here and do this and connect that. And let's go ahead and just continue with the way we're going down, since it's all connected. So I kind of did a stylized, like little flippy little edge like that. And then the other half of it is going to come down and hang out like that. Okay? So now I can draw the rest of the skirt and bring it in like this. This one is going to kind of come out like that. And we'll go ahead and connect it. And oh, there's a sword on her side here, a little sword that I forgot that I was going to draw over here. So let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to draw kind of a circle like that. Okay, and it's going to come down, and then we're going to draw the edge, and then it kind of tapers in and does one of those. Okay, and that'll just float right there, and we'll just draw the rest of it. So now I can do her legs, and it's kind of back behind there, so I'm going to connect it there and draw the front of her leg like this, and that will give me the front part. So now I could draw her elaborate boots and straps, and there's going to be some material wrapped around some of these, so I'm going to stop right around here once I start doing it. So I'm just going to do some crazy cuckoo details, like she's got like these very elaborate knee caps into parts on her legs. So we don't have to draw all the detail. We're just going to kind of do something like this, and it's going to, you know, wrap in like this, and all that's going to be taken care of with color and finer detail stuff, because there's only so much we can do when it's got all this elaborate detail on it. Okay, so I stopped right there so I could do some material straps. So I'm going to do this, and then bring this one down like it's underneath and do like that. Draw a knot, bring it out like that for that inch of the material. Then I'm going to go down a little bit more and then do the same thing again. This one I kind of do like this, knot it up like that, and then I can do the edge of it there. Okay, now before I draw her feet, I'm going to go ahead and do this other one too, so you know where we are. So I'm going to bring this all the way down like that, back of the leg in like this, like that. The same thing, we're going to draw some crazy cuckoo elaborate knee things like we did over there. I'm going to attach it like that with this kind of strap, this kind of thing, okay? And this one's going to go all the way down. There's only one strap over here, so we're going to bring it down like this and cut it off, because here we got a strap, a knot, that, another one, and then the edge of that, okay? So now we can draw her feet. So I'm going to draw the back of the foot here, the back of the foot there, but it's kind of facing at you. So this one's at you, this is to the side, so you can't quite see everything. So I'm going to draw the top of the foot like that. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. This one I'm going to draw the top of the foot like that. And then they've got these crazy little details in them, so I'm just going to kind of come across and do like this. Okay? Same thing here, we're going to come across and do like that. And so now we can draw the bottom of the foot. So we're going to go up like that, over, up, and like that. And then let's draw those treads. Those combat boot style treads. Okay, something like that. So let's go ahead and draw some arms. This one has these weird, I keep saying weird, but it's not weird, it's just artistic, and because I don't understand it, that's why I call it weird. I shouldn't be calling it weird. It's a unique stylized arm piece is what it is, okay? So I'm going to do like this, and that'll be the arm piece. So I can come down, and that's where her elbow's going to be. So I'm going to do the same thing over here where her elbow's going to be, and this is her wrist protector. So I know it's going to stop right there. So it's going to come up and do this cool little thing like that, and do like this. And they have little spikes that come off of it. So right around here, it's going to do like that and come back to it and do there. And I'll add some more detail in a second, but that's where that's going to be, okay? That's a strap. That's a strap that holds it on. And then we're going to draw her hands. Okay, so I'm just going to make simple fists like I always do. Okay, but I'm going to stop right there because they have these very elaborate hand pieces that have all these detail to them. So I'm just kind of doing something like that to show the detail. And this hand is going to be facing at you. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start with the hand, because I know where it's going to be from the sketch. So I'm going to draw the thumb like that. Then I'm going to draw one knuckle like this and bring it back down, and there's the back of it, okay? So that means I can draw the other finger like this. There's the other knuckles. And then the final one like that. And that'll close off the hand. So it's pretty much like this facing at you, okay? So as far as the detail, we'll just do something like that, and that'll imply what's over here. So we kind of fake it, kind of make it ours. So now I can do the forearm to there, do this one like that, and there's straps going across holding this crazy cuckoo thing like that, and that is what all that detail is. It's just facing at you, so it's hard to see. So now we can just draw her arm. There's the shoulder, the bicep, and from the elbow we draw the back of the arm. And so there you go, it's just facing at you like she's holding it up, like come in and get some of this, buddy. So let's do a few more little details real fast. Let's just draw the seam of her material here, and I'm going to go ahead and pipe it. It's called piping, like that. Same thing here, I'm going to do it all the way to there, because it's going to go across, or not across, but it's going to have a piping at the bottom. I guess that's the best way to say it. Okay, and there's a lot of detail inside that, but I'm going to do that with color. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to add a little bit of detail here, just so we know what it is, like that. And let's do some piping on her arm, because it kind of goes like this, like that, and one more, straight across, and we'll do it like this, just to imply that it's on that side as well, okay? And let's see, there's some on her legs, so we're going to do not quite the same place, just kind of something like that. There's two of them there. So the same thing here. And because you can't quite see it on this side, we can get away with just doing that. And now we just kind of imply that it's there, right? So here I'm going to do just a few more little details, just to kind of make it cool, make it something, you know? Because there's so much crazy detail in this that you kind of almost can't get everything. You just kind of have to get what you can, and come back and do the rest with some coloring. I'm going to do one more thing right here real fast, and then do a few more on the boots. Okay, so I'm going to do a circle like this, and then a line over it like that. Okay, and then just a few more little kooky things, because like I said, remember, it's all this crazy cool detail. I wish we could put it all in, but man, it's a lot. So I'm just going to do something like that. And then the last thing I'm going to do is finish off the inside of this boot like that, just for that cool little detail. And that is Snowstrike. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.